What is what is up, everyone? Welcome to the Shakers Den. Of course, you are tuned in to the greatest hashtag TNA Impact post show in the world here in the Den.
They say if there's true love, you don't let it go.
TNA Wrestling.
Because those chants are going to ring in arenas around the world forever. Because TNA Wrestling, we're
I know that's right, honey. That intro is something magnificent.
I mean, I see TNA. They got their new, I guess you could say, official intro as well and everything. But we had ours first. Y'all late.
That is true. Welcome. Total non-stop action here in the Den. I'm very excited because I felt like tonight felt like wrestling. Nothing else, nothing more. And one thing about TNA, they know how to put on good wrestling. That's what we love. What's up, Eric? Thank you for tuning in and everyone who's tuning in tonight. I'm super excited even more, not only to be with my tag team partner, Dreon Santana, but to be at home because normally I'm at work.
That
So
is
I'm
true.
glad to be at home tonight. It's supposed to be at Revolver, but with weather issues, that just didn't work out, honey. It's just I don't know what y'all got. I don't know what the hell they got going on with this weather. Hope y'all are
Been
staying
crazy.
safe wherever you are. Santana, what? Oh Lord, we have so much to talk about because I know, like, but overall thoughts of the second episode, isn't right?
Yeah, it's the second
Yeah.
episode of TNA. I thought tonight's episode was actually pretty decent. We're really dabbling into a lot of new storylines that are coming within the TNA roster. Tag team division is definitely heating up. I will say
Yeah,
that factions
absolutely.
are heating up. We got more people coming.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I'm really excited for what, like I said, what TNA has in store for this year, and I'm like we're on the second episode, so it's really just the beginning.
Yeah. Well, we won't be here long because I got some free time and Dreon has to get to work in the morning. But before that, we have to get some plays in a fortnight because it has been a
A
while.
minute.
My schedule has been uberly disgusting, and so I'm glad that we have some time to just you know get into the gaming world and check out this new update too. So
Right.
but first match of the night, Chris Bay alongside his tag team partner, tag team champions, him and Ace Austin. He takes on Kevin Knight. Wonderful match. 10 out of 10. I mean, these two just like I tweeted, I said they just have it. They have that it factor. And that's sometimes that's what's wrong with for me as someone who watches wrestling when you can't wrestle on TV, it gets a little tough. So seeing these two dance tonight, I mean, magnificent. Chris Bay did walk away with the victory, but that victory did not come easy. They went for a minute. I didn't know because with TNA, you just don't know. So I didn't know if Kevin Knight would get the victory. Even though Chris Bay is the champion, we've seen champions get pinned in non-title matches and tag team matches and singles matches. So I didn't know what was going to happen. But after the match, ABC were attacked by the Grizzly Young Vets. Honey, I know you weren't feeling this one, girl. Do you have a message for
Well,
me?
here's the thing, right? Because what you had.
Girl, I'm scared, honey.
Here's the thing, right? Sometimes when you can't make it other places, you got to try to come take other people's spots because you feel like you may have a little something to give and you just don't have it. You know what I'm saying? But tonight. You got one up on the tag team champions, but there's gonna be a lot to say come next week. I will give you that much.
Girl, you gagged the fuck.
But I do like the Grizzly Young Vets.
Yeah,
I mean I've watched plenty of their work.
yeah. I mean, when
And
your boys get attacked, your boys get
you know,
attacked.
like, simple as that.
Every
I'm gonna stick beside ABC as always, like
every time.
every time.
Every time. We also saw another vignette by Ash by Elegance, and for you idiots who thought that she was even close to coming to what Timeless Tony Storm is doing, watch this and then watch the amazing promo that happened. Probably the best promo I've seen on Dynamite in a long fucking time between Timeless Tony and Deonna Purrazzo, former 3-time TNA knockout, well, Impact
Yeah.
TNA knockouts world champion. But yeah, Ash is here. She's gonna be getting in the ring soon. It's gonna be very interesting to see if what Iceman was saying about her is true. We really don't know. This is not Dana Brooke. She's
No.
formerly known as Dana Brooke, so this is a different entity. I know a lot of people say she can't wrestle,
Hmm.
but whatever. I don't really pay attention to the naysayers because wrestling is subjective. So we look
And
for different things in
and
wrestling.
how can someone who can't wrestle tell somebody that they can't wrestle?
Yeah.
I'm
So
playing, 'cause I tell people
um
that all the time.
Rich Swan was really trying to figure out what was going through the mind of Frank Kazarian and was shortly interrupted by Top Dollar, who was saying something about being on the back of the plane and then said that he is on the front of the plane and then said there was another seat empty. I was confused, but I think me and Santana are gonna watch Soul Plane soon because that's all I got from this. Um, I
I
don't know.
Me personally, I'm still trying to figure out why is he here.
Yeah,
I mean, like, it seems like he's trying to go into partnership with Rich Swan in
yeah.
a sense. Like, he said he's gonna be out there in his corner when he takes on Joe Hendry or something or whatever. So it seems like AJ is trying to make his rounds and trying to build some type of friends here. Um, but I don't know if Rich Swan would want to be friends with a loser like AJ. You know,
I don't know.
I
Some
wouldn't at
I
all.
mean, I would because AJ Francis. I do like AJ Francis.
Hmm.
But this is still giving me Top Dollar, and this is like this
I
is
feel like
why
Top Dollar is who
I
he
know
is.
people like I know people leave the company and they go other places, and that's great, but it doesn't feel different, and I think that's what I want to see. I want to see something where, like, when you leave, like Chelsea Green was still Chelsea Green, but Chelsea Green was an entity. She became
Mhm.
like idolized. The
Yeah,
same with Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona and Zack Ryder are two split different entities.
very
Zack
different.
Ryder is still Zack Ryder,
Hmm.
infamous,
But
but
Matt
Matt
Cardona,
Cardona, the greatest indie wrestler, and I mean that. Like, especially currently. Like, I'm not
hmm,
gonna say of all time, but
yeah,
currently has been for a long time. Create
hmm,
yourself differently from what and maybe and to counterpoint my own argument, maybe he feels like he wasn't able to show certain things or do certain things, but
hmm.
this is not it.
I feel like Top Dollar is who he is. AJ Francis, literally, just under a different name. Like, I feel like they're just
Yeah,
the same people.
yeah, I
Like
do.
Dirty Dango. He's just Fandango without the
Well,
dance.
but I don't I feel like he's different though. I feel like he still was able to change it in ways that appeals to a heel character.
Hmm.
versus how he was a babyface, somewhat. I guess tweener in some cases. But I can see both sides. I don't
He
know.
dressed,
It just
he
I don't
became
man.
heel. When he became heel, he dressed like Dean Ambrose. So like a white beater and some jeans.
They
And
were
said,
just hmm, I don't know. Mm, mm. You know, I mean, if anywhere is the place to find yourself, it's TNA. So maybe both of them will find themselves. Who knows? But they did have a match with Damian Drake and Dante King.
mm-hmm.
Those were the guys that they faced. I had to get those names right quick. They did get the victory, but it was Oleg. I don't know what they call him, but your boy, he was
I
doing all
thought
the
it
work.
was Vladimir close.
Yeah, Oleg
I don't
Pudas.
know how to pronounce his new name, but I
Um,
just call him Vladimir.
yeah.
That's all I
And then after all of the debacle in the tag team division, Chris Bay and Ace Austin did not appreciate the attack at all. So
as they
we'll have,
shouldn't have not.
that's true.
So and now
Um,
they got to deal with them in a best out of three out of best three out of some match.
best two out of
Best
three
two out of
fall.
three match. Yeah,
Okay,
serious like series that they have going on. So
nice. So we'll see who comes out on top as champions. I think this is going to be really good because it's going to give us an extended feud
mhm.
in the tag team division, which is something that we're kind of used to.
Yeah,
I mean, the Rascals versus the Detroit Boys, ABC versus the Rascals. I mean, just so many different rivals. So they're just moving on, getting
yeah.
their way, making it. You know.
Mhm.
But we have to get to the business of the night. What should have been the main event, if you ask me. But I mean, I'm sure Shelly.
I already know
They do have Okada,
Mhm.
everybody. So
exactly.
here we go. Jordynne Grace successfully defends her championship against the former champion Trinity in another great match between the two. Trinity took to Twitter to say that Jordynne Grace was actually her kryptonite, which is very telling
Mhm.
because there were talks at the tapings that Trinity was exiting Impact TNA Wrestling at this time, but however, we don't know. Reports have stated that she will be at the Royal Rumble. We don't know. So at the end of the day, Jordynne Grace has made a great impression on this industry and deserves all of her flowers as much as Trinity. And I think Trinity saying that um, is keeping that door open. um you see during these months that Trinity has been here in the division, her, Deanna, Giselle, Jordan doing a lot of content.
Mhm.
And I know we see a lot of people do content that are just thrown together, and I don't think these women were thrown together. I think fate brought them together.
Yeah.
I know that Trinity is walking away with a friend in Jordynne Grace, and we got to see a picture with them in Mercedes at um, Hard to Kill
Yeah.
backstage. So it's really good to see Jordynne Grace get these moments with Trinity, and Trinity have these moments with her fans. It's
Yeah.
a very different time period that we are in. So spoilers sometimes, I hate to say it, but they're not always bad. Sometimes they do show pivotal moments that we won't get to see anywhere else. And I'm sure this was the main event for that night,
Mm,
possibly.
probably so.
But yeah, Jordynne Grace retains, and it's going on probably one of the most dominating reigns that we've seen outside of Rhea Ripley in women's wrestling. So I don't know, man. I don't know who's next for Jordynne Grace, but I
You
know.
know who?
Oh, I'm saying I know. Well, I don't know if that's necessarily next. She has not made her ex on that spot yet. She
I feel
kind
like
of did tonight,
she's
but
she
she's
kind
not.
of, but no.
I mean, I don't know if she's saying right now. Jordan might have a couple
Oh,
more defenses
yeah, she may have she may face like Zara Brooks
soon.
or
Soon.
Jody Thread or something like that. Something that would bring it up. But
Ain't
obviously,
that damn right.
we're gonna be moving into the direction of
It's getting close.
Giselle Shaw's time.
It's
But
getting very.
I am. What's gonna be real interesting is when it comes to time when she's ready to cash in and she is not successful, and that is gonna be very eventful if if
Hope
something
not.
like that happens. Because I feel like she would get to this point and
Mm,
then it's just like
damn.
we're back to square one. I'm
Yeah,
hoping that's not how the outcome would be
I would
for
hope.
Giselle because I feel like Giselle is very deserving to be TNA
It's
SmackDown.
time.
Like it's a must. Like
Jordan can risk being transitional.
yeah. Like it's not gonna hurt Jordan. It's not gonna take away her dominance at all whatsoever. Because if you look at Jordynne Grace, like she's gonna always find a way to get back in the title picture. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but Giselle seems to have Savannah and Jay Vidal right by her side.
I don't.
According to Gail Kim, who said that, look what you've done. You did this without them, and look where they are, right with Giselle. And I don't know.
I think Giselle is loyal to a fault.
Yeah, well,
They
Gail Kim
have,
been
as
doing
much as they haven't got
yeah.
her to a championship, they have helped her get some
Mhm.
solidified time.
They
And
have.
it just it just is what it is. But I see what Gail's trying to say. But also, Gail, I don't trust you either because
Gail
you
might find her way to get involved
you
somehow
just want
too.
her to be your friend so y'all can get the tag team titles.
That's
Thank
it.
you. Josh Alexander was, minding his business,
Hmm.
and Alan Angels comes up and says, "Hey, I'm going to be having a talk show. I want you to be the first guest." And I would be very honored. Josh was kind of hesitant about it. And then Alan Angels was like, okay, but everyone has to start somewhere. Like, we're both bald headed as hell.
Like
You
what?
know, why don't
What
you
is
just
a
help me out?
former? This is
Help
a
me,
former.
brother.
This is a
And
former champion. Somebody. We all got to start somewhere. Like where are we starting? Where is Josh Alexander starting?
I don't know. But anyway, he's gonna be on the talk show, and I guess we'll have to
We'll
see
get that man
what transpires because I'm kind of glad he's no, no. So I can't tell you what it is because if I tell you what it is, then you'll know, which sounds wild. But if I even tell you a hint of where I saw it, but if I even damn, I can't even say that. You saw it too. That's all I can say. That's the
Me
biggest hint I can give you.
or King?
Maybe. Yeah, I think so. I don't know if you were watching, but yeah. Anyway, we move on. Nick, say his last name.
Nemeth? Nemeth?
Nemeth. There we go. Nic Nemeth. Did
Daddy
defeat
Nick.
Zachary.
Daddy Nick is what we call him. Well, it's what I call him. Nikki's
I'm
welcome
not,
to join.
I'm not too upset about it. I'm just like, damn. But they put on a banger, 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 banger after banger, banger, banger. Tonight's episode, but I don't know. After the match, he was attacked by Steve Macklin, and I just want to say that's a good man, Deanna. He stuck on his word. Yeah, you. Never mind. It's Ken. It's going over you.
Well, we're
It's
not gonna worry about it because I know exactly what she's talking about.
yes, you know exactly. You trust me. It's fine. Respectfully. And then there also was a promo with Crazy Steve being the digital media champion. Y'all got to do better with this because as much as I hated Tommy Dreamer not being champion, I forgot that Crazy Steve was champion. Let's do better. Let's do
I'm sure that if Tom and Dream was champion, we would have been saw him all over the place by now.
Yeah,
You know how
I,
they do that. Yeah.
you
But
know
he
how
has
they
been seen, so
no, he hasn't. And then we also got a promo from Decay and mm,
to death do us part.
Till Death Do Us Part. Kind of like a wedding and a funeral in one. I love it. I'm obsessed with everything. I couldn't even pay attention to what the fuck they were saying because I'm just obsessed with them being back. I love Courtney Rush because she hugs. She gives hugs and she's nice. And I love Jessica too because she's cool as fuck and she's fun and she's dope and she's just
Hmm.
everything. But I love Decay too, you know. And I hope the girlies are having fun in the dead realm.
I
Uh,
live for the darkness, you know.
yeah, it's everything. Rosemary's makeup is so just like I love how
Yeah.
they're on like she's on my side and she's on your side. I just love that. Like when but yeah,
Yeah.
this is cute. And they're gonna reign supreme until we find another tag team because the tag team division is suffering right now. So we
I'm
kind of
sure MK Ultra is like not too far behind
they
wanting to
have to
get.
go build the division as non-champions.
Well, that's true, and I mean, I think they started tonight. In the sense.
Oh, it definitely did. It definitely did. And shout out to Killer Kelly as well because we did get that interview. Shout out to Battleground Podcast for always looking out. That interview is up now with Killer Kelly, and it was so much fun. We had a blast uh,
Mm-hmm.
talking about horror and Freddy Krueger. I actually got to show her my new sign. I got a new sign too. So yeah, I got a lot of good, like some goodies, some little horror goodies. I need to start showing y'all, but yeah.
Hi, Jeffrey.
What's up?
Mr.
But yeah, there
Jeffrey.
was a tag team match where MK Ultra defeated Danny Luna and Jody Threat. And it's gonna be very interesting to see what they do with Danny Luna and Jody Threat, whether they keep them together. Jody Threat has kind of I thought she was gonna have like a Masha path in a sense, you know, go on a crazy run. But Jody Threat's kind of just been doing her own thing.
Why don't like Jody got a black eye in her
Yeah, that's what
render?
I was thinking too. Her
Come
shit,
on,
like
looking at like.
it looked black. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, shout out to MK Ultra getting the victory. Masha,
Mm-hmm.
you better be glad because if it weren't for your tag partner,
Yeah, I like Danny Luna. Honestly, I think she's extremely great in the ring, and I really have or I'm hoping to have high hopes for her being a part of TNA.
I want to see her and Zach go one on one bad. Like it's that training that they do over there in the PC. I'm sorry, it's like some of the best.
Yeah.
Who teaching that? Like, and then
Right.
Natty on top of like being, if you ever went to the dungeon,
Yeah.
you're gonna get to see a really special interview.
Mhm.
February the 1st, we're gonna be doing our Black History Month spotlight. So
Mhm.
yes, but we get to our main event. Okada with the Detroit City Boys trying to help them get a victory over the system and booyah. Now, my thing is, why the fuck would y'all let the system lose? I don't give a fuck who Okada is. Why would y'all let them lose and they just created a faction? Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Because this is why Eddie Edwards said he was underappreciated. I'm gonna let Santana have her moment because this was very shocking for me because I was almost actually
That's why I
about
didn't say anything because I was like,
to get off.
I had to keep my composure because I had already saw this. Like I was on your timing like you was last
It's
week.
crazy.
Flip flop. So I had already saw this. So I was like, I'm gonna keep my composure and I say that I'm gonna wait to Nikki's season because I didn't know where she was. And so I started doing other stuff. Um but I did say like what a while back we was talking about like what could be happening, like of course with like Daddy Nick and like where
Yeah.
Mustafa Ali could go and everything, hoping that they would come to TNA. Daddy Nick is already here. I was like, Mustafa Ali is on this crazy run, going all over the indies, selling out shows and stuff like that, being like the headliner and all this and that, and will finally be making his way to TNA. And I am hoping that he is making his way to No Surrender. I just bought my ticket for No Surrender. That's going to be in New Orleans.
Oh,
And I am hoping that he's there. I am sitting by the stage, by the ramp. So I'm hoping that he comes. If he doesn't,
And
then
y'all,
I
this
know.
is Santana's first TNA show, I think, by herself.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
it's
am really hoping that
Daddy Nick.
I can't get behind. Well, you don't have to call him Daddy Nick. It's not for you, Mr. Lewis. It's for me. Okay, I'm gonna call him Daddy Nick. You good by ramp, no pyro. Yeah, they don't do pyro here in TNA. You know what I'm
I
saying?
give it about. I give it a. I give it. I
Don't
give it Bound
they
for
don't have
Glory
it.
or
Oh yeah,
Slammiversary.
very
Slammiversary.
much so. I do plan on going to the taping on the 24th, but I went ahead and got my no surrender tickets because I was
Yeah,
like, y'all announced this. I'm like, eventually y'all gonna put up that flyer and say that he's gonna be there for both nights, and I don't have time. So,
it is.
but yeah, I'm excited. I'm eager to see what he has in store. Like, there are so many people I want him to go up against. Like, I want him to face everybody. Like, put it, X Division, of course. Like, I know he's gonna go crazy in X Division already. So I'm ready for all of it. I need Mustafa to
All right,
dethrone.
now you're getting ahead of yourself. Now I'm gonna take the mic. This man is X
I didn't
Division ready,
I
not
didn't say
world. Hello, he is X Division ready.
I said
Okay,
no.
don't
Okay.
Moose is let Moose cook. Okay,
Listen, he
You
can
know,
definitely take. I want him to take that title off Chris Sabin.
yeah, that I'm sick of it. Y'all
Well, Daddy Nick is gonna be taking that title off Moose, so that's what's gonna
possibly,
happen.
but he also could pack his ass up too and send him over to New Japan Pro Wrestling where he has to defeat
They
David
got
Finley.
opportunity, girl. Well,
That's his.
I'm sure he'll be an already beat David Finley
That's what he need to
by
worry
the time
about.
it happens. Well, listen, he can beat Moose ass and he can beat David Finley ass.
They do have option C, and guess what? Guess who
They
lost?
do.
Frank Kazarian.
Because Frank Kazarian's an idiot.
So guess who also can lose? Mustafa Ali. Anybody can lose.
You're right.
Option C is
Moose can
great.
lose
You
too.
know why Trey never cashed in? Because he knew he ran that motherfucking X division when he was
But he
cheap.
also knew that he probably could not beat that champion
No,
either.
he could beat the champion. He just knew he was smart
No.
about it.
No.
Cause he
Frank
said, you know
Kazarian
what, I'm finna
got
drop the X
beat.
Division championship just to be with my best friend because y'all pissing me off. That's fine though. We'll see. We'll have to see because he was the last one and he was the one to lose.
Well, that's because he got too ahead of himself because he wasn't getting utilized in AEW. So he
He's
ran his
done it,
ass.
Joseph. Let it go. He's done it before. Let it go. Let it go, girl. Alex Shelley is not who the hell y'all think.
Oh,
Everybody
God.
just catching strays.
Does he lose tonight though? Is the real question to Jake Crease.
Yeah. Um, I think it's over.
Oh, well,
I don't know. Let me see. Live.
Joseph, do we have a new champion, or is Shelly still doing what he does best?
6 months in the making. They stopped posting.
I
Uh,
hate it.
last minute standing.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I'm excited for Mustafa Ali to come. I'm really excited, and everything. I see
I
him
don't
right
think that
here.
match is actually. I actually don't think so. Moxley. It looks like Moxley and them,
Hmm.
but Moxley and them was supposed to be the main event.
Well, it's supposed to be like I know Joseph is like a co-main event. So were they like the main event? Main event?
Are you kidding me?
What?
I'm glad I didn't go. I'm glad I didn't go. Fuck Shelly. Fuck you. He beat him.
So he beat him.
Fucking beat him.
Wow.
Beat him, dude. What a
Yikes.
fucking. Oh, we'll never get. He's a three. He's holding three championships right now.
I'm so sorry, Nikki.
Okay, thank God I didn't have to see it in person. That would have been off 6 hours for that bullshit. Jesus Christ. I will actually, because I do want to say something about this because we are talking TNA. I will be. There's an interview dropping tomorrow with me and I sat down with Josh Gresham and we talked a little TNA. I brought up the match between Sami Callihan and Tessa Blanchard. So if you want to hear my thoughts on Tessa, I'm sure a lot of people are going to have a lot to say about it, and I don't give a damn. So tune in tomorrow. It will be airing, I believe, at 8:15 Central. Was it 9:15 Eastern?
I don't know. You told me it was 9:15.
I said 9:15, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Eastern. So 8:15 Central. We talked about a lot of stuff though. We also opened up the Pandora's box on the universe. Um, there was a lot of name dropping, a lot of explosive information for those who haven't heard. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes. So it's a
Damn,
lot.
that's like
I
two
know
hours.
2 hours. So I know there's going to be a lot of mentions when I get up in the morning. I'm probably going to get up pretty early.
Well,
Um,
6:45. So
I know.
I'm
I know
gonna be
you're gonna
watching it.
see it. I'm
I'm
gonna get
gonna
it.
be watching it because
Yeah,
I'm supportive and everything,
yeah,
and I'm right behind you. If anybody got something to
yeah.
say,
Well,
you
we'll
know,
see. We'll see. I don't know how people are going
after
to.
today,
Yeah,
shit
after
been
today, I
going
mean,
on. I don't know, but
yeah, everybody trying to cancel everybody.
there's been
But no, we talked about. I absolutely did. We talked about um just cancel culture and different things. We talked about the Shakers Den. We talked about a lot.
Mhm.
And it was very candid. And I don't pick sides when it comes to people. I don't care who beefing with who. I don't care who don't like this person and don't like that person. And I don't care who straddles the fence. I don't care about none of that. I was very candid. I was very open. I was very honest. I'm not gonna apologize for anything that I said. And it's just been too long. It's been going under the radar for too long. And but we had a good time though. We still had a good time. It was very candid and very open and honest and fun. So make sure you check that out, and then check out all of our interviews that we have. And we will be back tomorrow for the predictions for Royal Rumble. So
Mhm.
Santana's gonna take us home because I'm ready to get the hell out of here.
Well, I mean, a lot of y'all should be at home now, unless you're working like Mr. Lewis. But like Nikki, like Nikki said, you can check out all of the interviews that we have, and yeah, definitely check out what Nikki has going on too. Um, we'll, of course, like Nikki said, we'll be back tomorrow to do Royal Rumble predictions, and then Sunday, depending on what time I get back, we should be having, of course, our reality TV fix. Now, we'll probably discuss that on Sunday because like I don't know what's going on with Now This TV. They kind of messed up with the website and everything like that.
Oh, it's
So
down.
I don't know if it's down. It's like whenever I try to get on there, it doesn't let me get on there. Like it doesn't even pull up or anything like that. So
You
I
might
don't
have
know.
to go through and see if they updated a new, like added some.
Well, I tried to see. Like I went through, like I googled it and everything. It still brings up the same thing. Like I don't know what they have going on. So, but I'm gonna keep checking it out, and everything like that. So hopefully by Sunday they have it fixed so we can continue what we got going on with Now This TV. Otherwise, we'll just kind of be doing that for baddies, and that'll be it because if we can't get the Now This TV where all the other content is at, then
Let's do a bonus episode of the episode if we can find it of Nikita Lyons.
we should definitely better find it.
It's
Yeah,
I think she's on the second season, and it's the first episode, if I'm not mistaken. Or we could do a Jocelyn episode. We could just do a throwback, like
yeah.
a
We can just do
Well,
that
I
then.
just say Nikita because obviously,
I mean, she
wrestling.
signed with Triple H.
She is
So
signed with Triple H. Yeah, she wrestles.
we
So
can do that. It'll be
crossover.
because she was on what was it? One More Chance. So yeah, we'll do something like that. Just only if like It's only if like Now This TV is still on
Yeah.
the air. But we'll still of course keep you up with the new episode of Baddies, and then if Now This TV is not working, then we'll give you a old episode of One More Chance with She-Ra, who is Nikita Lyons on there. Other than that, of course, we'll be back for Raw versus SmackDown. And we'll talk about Royal Rumble as well on that show too. So there won't be a post show for Royal Rumble.
They won't? We ain't doing no special?
How?
Oh, I
I
didn't
mean,
know.
I could set up, but I'll be in a unknown location.
Damn. Well, just make me a graphic just in case. Because if something happens,
Okay.
well, Charlotte, yeah, if something happens, I'll come on and check.
Okay.
Because
I'll make
well,
something that just have like,
we might can just put it all into one.
or we just do it on Sunday. You can do only audio, Santana.
We could.
I could only do audio.
Wait, are we doing Monday Night Raw versus SmackDown on Sunday?
No, we're doing on
Monday.
Monday. Yeah, we do it on Monday.
Okay, I gotta make sure I don't work. I think I might have to work, but we'll see.
Just keep me
I
posted on that.
might
And then of course on Tuesday we'll be back for NXT Uncut.
have questions.
And we'll be giving our predictions for Vengeance Day, actually. Because
Oh
Vengeance Day
yeah,
is Monday, February
I'm
4th.
in
And
the
then of
gym
course
today.
after that, we'll be back
You know,
for
I'm not gonna
of
miss
course
my Wolf Dogs.
oh God, we'll be back for another episode of TNA Wrestling, and then on February 5th of Raw versus SmackDown, we're actually going to have a special guest joining us, and it's invite only, so not
Oh,
everybody gets in here. Okay, so
yeah. I
uh,
don't work Monday, by the way. So we can do
okay,
Royal Rumble Monday.
okay,
We can open up with Royal Rumble.
okay, because
Cool.
I don't know what's gonna happen for Royal Rumble. I'm really, really excited. Royal Rumble is one of my favorite pay-per-views, like I always say.
Yeah.
And so I've already watched all of them already. So like WWE, you're late with showing all the Royal Rumble content because I already been on it.
Yeah.
Um,
We
so
will
now I'm just
also be giving y'all some exclusive stuff for Vengeance. I'm gonna
Mhm.
try to do everything that I can to get as much like little just little things, like us traveling and just little things along the way, um, going to the venue and stuff. I'm gonna try to link with Tim Battle because we don't get to do as much. I see him all the time, but we don't get to do as much on the platform. So Vengeance is gonna be a really great weekend. We're also gonna be bringing you some content. I'm really excited about this because I really haven't even said anything to Santana. I've mentioned it, but I haven't really said anything about it.
no, you know what happens, guys? A lot of times is Nikki always drops shit on me when we're live,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, when did I know about this?
But yeah,
Nikki likes to
we're
drop
gonna
stuff
be
on
we're gonna be taking a little trip
me.
to the NBA All Star Weekend in Indianapolis.
Oh God.
So yeah, so
You
you'll
said
be seeing, 2 weeks.
what 2 weeks?
Well, when I say we, it can just be one
No,
of us.
like 2 weeks. Like what 2 weeks?
Oh, the 17th.
Of February?
Mhm. Yeah,
Oh.
she's booked, honey. She's booked and busy, honey. She's booked. Every
Wow.
weekend there's something. Yeah, we're gonna be expanding this content. Not only reality TV,
Someone
but
never touched
I'm
me.
gonna give you guys a more insight of the sports side of things. I work in sports with Bridgestone and Nashville SC with MLS. Our games are gonna be starting up again, so you guys will get to see. I'm gonna try to get permission to do that, but yeah, All Star Weekend, we in the building. A
I think I've only been
small,
to one All Star in my entire life. One. and
I've never been.
it was so hectic. Like
Brittany Waters, if you're
anxiety was,
listening,
my
go.
anxiety was through the fucking roof. Like it was so many people, I could have had a nervous breakdown. But it was a lot of eye candy out there. I tell you that. I
Yeah,
tell you
I'm
that.
going to the HBCU event, and then I'm going to the convention center
Mhm.
event on Sunday, and then I'm gonna come home because it's only a 4 hour drive for me to Indianapolis, and I've actually been before, so I it was really random. Um, actually had to take away a WWE event because I was being greedy because it's the day before Vengeance. And I was like, you know what? I can actually push to the All Star weekend. So fingers
Mhm.
crossed on that. We're gonna be bringing you some content on that as much as possible. So content outside of wrestling and wrestling.
Yeah.
Make sure you check out the pictures from Monday Night Raw 2. You will get to see an exclusive look at all of those photos on Monday because Santana is helping me bring the victory home. Okay, I don't know why she did this,
I
but
didn't know, I didn't do it for Monday Night Raw. I did it for me because I went there to see my man, which I will not be releasing those videos because there were some things that I said that should not it's not safe for TV. I would say that. But I mean, yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of different things here. The Shake is in is not only just about wrestling. It's literally everything that kind of like me and Nikki have interest in and stuff
yeah,
like that. We have a lot of different interests outside of just wrestling itself. So that's why the Shake is in is what it is. It's a
yeah,
den where you're invited only to what we have here.
do our
And you will
thing.
see a lot of that. I have a lot of men. I tell you that much. Um, I'm a whore, kind of, but not in a not in a bad way, but in a good way. But other than that, yeah, we're also we're gonna be bringing you, of course, 2K24 is on the horizon and everything. So once a lot of those content creators are down there, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna be posting a lot of this stuff too, Mr. Lewis. They will be posting a lot of stuff, so I know they're gonna have some of the entrances and everything like that. So once that kind of stuff gets posted, then we'll dive back into Gaming with the Salt Shakers and kind of give you some of my reactions of what's in store for 2K24. I'm more interested in my rise because I did finish my rise and that sank in place. But we're going to be in a new my rise, and I'm going to start from the beginning this time so that we can go on this journey and everything.
Be
But
fun.
yeah, so shout out to Battleground Podcast as always for having a shake us in here. Shout out to each and every one of you who always come in and hang out with us here every single time we go live. Even sometimes we don't even say we're going live. You guys pop in anyway.
That's
So we
true.
definitely do always appreciate that
Yes,
so much. We're growing on social media all over. We have like 122 subscribers on YouTube now. We got over 20,000 views on our channel, period, like as a combined total. And that's just including all the content that we have. Mr. Jeffrey, I know. But yeah, that's that. So we thank you guys as always. Continue to follow us on all social media platforms. We'll be back on tomorrow for Royal Rumble predictions. Um, I
yes.
don't I'm gonna have to think on mine because honestly, truly, I really don't know what the fuck is gonna happen at all
Mine
whatsoever. But
still didn't deliver. They are. I'm set on every person that I have for everything.
okay.
Period.
Well, we'll find out tomorrow. I gotta work on some stuff with that and everything too, because I like to do it big for pay-per-view predictions. So
It will air before SmackDown. I can't give you a specific time because we do have a very special interview coming up for Black History Spotlight, our second spotlight that will be showcasing, which is actually someone in the media. Now, we are not just we are inclusive.
Mhm.
So we don't just, we love women's wrestling. That's our
Mhm.
basis. We love
Yeah,
the women. We definitely show women the most love, especially Black women. That's
yeah.
why Black woman is going to be our first spotlight. There will be a Black man,
Mhm.
and depending on who picks up that phone, there might be more Black men and more Black women. We don't know. We're not going to tell you how many people we're spotlighting because it is an ongoing process. We are very patient, and we are very grateful for the ones that we do have. So
Yeah. And
Yes.
I'm ready for you guys to see these graphics too. I've already showed Nikki the
Yes,
graphics
they look
for the
amazing.
Black History Month Spotlight. And that was just I literally made those today because
Look really
that's
good.
just that's just what I do, this is
Yeah,
who I
there'll
am.
be at least one spotlight every week. We at
Yeah.
least that's how we're trying
Try to
because
space
we
it
don't
out,
we yeah,
you
we want
know.
the
Yeah.
spotlight to be an interview because we're still working in the concept of getting the website.
Hmm.
So we don't have anything written
Yeah.
right now. So we are trying to make sure that we have interviews to show you guys. So,
Yeah.
we do have, some stuff cooking. So, very excited about some very familiar faces, maybe some faces that you don't know.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, so it's gonna be really fun. I'm really happy about it. And I know people are gonna be pissed off. Some people may be pissed off tomorrow, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, we learn, we live, and
Mhm.
we have to stand on what we believe in, what we see is right, and we can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with that. So take us out.
All
Get us there.
right. Okay. Well, don't. First of all, I'm very upset with Archery right now. So don't. I'm not here to live, love, and laugh. Okay, not at all. All right. So, but you guys have a great rest of your night. We'll see you guys back tomorrow for our Royal Rumble predictions. You guys have a great night, like I said, and we'll be back tomorrow. It's been a Shaker's Den
Oh
Tuesday.
wait.
Oh, what? I swear to God.
One more thing. Don't forget.
OOGLE. Me, research me, you'll find me. Click them keys and Google me.
It's been too long. It's 2024, baby.
This is why we can't never have nothing. I'm deleting that video. It's never coming back ever again. I
I
promise
have
you.
it
I
older.
will block it every time you come in here and put this shit.
And that's why I only use it in the most weirdest moments. G-O-O-G. You started it because you said Google me, and I thought you got it from Kim Zolciak.
Girl, you think I'm gonna get it from a? You guys
You
have a
know
great
how
night.
hard it was to be on that. We gotta watch that episode. You know how hard it was, Andy. She stood her ground, honey.
Girl, nobody's trying to hear that. Some
They was
things,
trying to
everything.
cancel her.
I hate everything about it. We're leaving. Bye, guys. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.
They say if there's true love, you don't let it go.